Hi guys, and welcome back to Tommy's Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again, we have a great engagement here in between the two pro players from the Starcraft scene. This game has been played in the year 2020, so this time a very recent replay, not a retro replay for you guys. So 2020 it is, as we have spawning here in the lower right in the red Scan from South Korea, and his opponent spawning here in the lower left in the blue. It is HOLYNEMU. Sadly, I don't have any infos about these players, but I'm pretty sure that he's very skilled and very strong here, as both of them are spawning here on Circuit Breakers, a 4 spawning location map. As we already see here, HOLYNEMU, I'm just going to call him Nemu here, moving out here with a probe and placing here his pylon. Very interesting position here for his pylon. Perhaps this would have been a better position, but I'm pretty sure he knows exactly what he's doing, as he's also mining here that minerals. So Terran versus Protoss this is. Let's just see exactly what Scan has prepared for us. But like many Terrans do opt for a mechanical build order when it comes against the Protoss. But we are very likely going to see some tanks, some vultures, some Goliaths, unless Scan will try something crazy. Of course, a rush with some bunkers, with some marines would be an option, but it is very risky. So yeah, like I told you, mechanical units is the pretty decent and pretty normal build order for any Terrans, as we also see a nice gateway position here for a name for Holy. And yeah, let's have a look exactly what the follow-up is going to be, as he's also placing here a pylon into this position. He might try to go for a fast expansion. His gateway is also nicely being placed, a little bit centered, so he also might try a rush with some zealots in here, as his scouting probe is moving out here at almost a 2-minute mark. The same can be said here for Scan. Both of them are heading into the wrong direction, but that it is okay, as we also see Scan here opening up here with his barracks, his second supply depot, and his extractor is also being built. Both players at a 30 worker count, so pretty normal open ups here for both players. Nothing out of the ordinary. Here pretty normal opening, and we're going to see perhaps Holy now going for his expansion, as he's saving up here some minerals. Not the same can be said here about Scan, so we might have Holy here with a smaller advantage here, with a small economic advantage here towards his opponent, towards Scan, as Scan is now just opening up here with the first marines that are coming out. And also notice that Scan is a very talented and strong at streaming. He's also the coach from Protoss, another good streamer on from the USA, currently living however with his family in South Korea. So yeah, this is actually the coach here, and also gives a lot of info towards Protoss. Now let's just see the first engagement in here. The first zealot makes it here up that ramp, kills one marine in here, almost kills that one SCV. Nice placing of those buildings here by Scan, as he's going to be able to save this one marine in here. This zealot still tries to get a connection in here. He might have went for that one SCV. This SCV is still very low, so nice micro here by Scan, trading one marine for one zealot. Really good outcome for him. However, remember that in all of this time the Protoss has decided to expand, while Scan is just having to sit here into his main. He perhaps fears some more aggression here from his opponent. So this is exactly why he did this wall in with a barracks, with a supply depot, and yet another, no, it's a factory, into this position. So yeah, really good stuff here by him. Just in case the opponent is going to come out once again with an aggression, he would be able to out micro him, and that is exactly what Holy is doing here. However, this time there are some SCVs here in the front, so this attack will of course be held off. At the same time, a bunker is being built, so all of those marines will be more protected here by this bunker. And there is that expansion here from Scan, but the expansion here already out for Holy. This is being spotted here by the SCV from Scan. He also sees the second gateway. This is the first gateway in here. The Dragoons will pretty soon follow, as we also have the Dragoon range upgrade in here. So Dragoons early on, like you guys know, can be very strong against a Terran. This is exactly why most Terrans react here with a Vulture, and this Vulture is going to very likely place some mines into this position, perhaps into this position, just to keep the Protoss at bay, just to keep him far away from his main and from his expansion. Let's just have a look what Scan is going to continue in here. We have a interesting starport, so we might see some Wraith, perhaps we might see some dropship harassment here, by Scan. Let's just see exactly what's he going to do. First he's just coming in here with his vultures. You guys know a vulture can two-shot a probe, so 1 kill for this one vulture already here. Even goes into the main. He might snipe another probe or two in here. Let's just see. Nice micro here by Scan, really doing a great job sniping here another probe, and he might even kill yet another one. I wasn't careful, sorry about this one. He might have gotten another one, but in the end if you look at the work count, it's pretty balanced. So 27 here for the Protoss, 28 for 29 now for the Terran. There's also robotics facility, so the same can be said here about the Protoss. He might try some shuttle gameplay here with some drops. 2 gateways are out, of course. The Dragoons being dropped could be an option here for the Protoss. This would be a nice location to do a drop, but in the end the first add-on is also being finished here by the Terran by Scan, so let's just see exactly what's he following up with. He's also searching here the other expansion position on the map, just to see in case there is another expansion being built here by the Protoss, but there is no such thing, as we have the first army move out now here by the Protoss heading towards the expansion here from Scan, but Scan already prepared for that with a nice placement here of this bunker and a nice wall in here with this engineering bay. But you guys know that he can of course uplift this barracks and allow an army move out for his own forces, so very defensive gameplay here by Scan, as the first unit composition is going to come in here through. His SCV is already online just to repair this one bunker, so really great job here by Scan fending this up really easily, even killing one Dragoon in here. So nice job in here. This one Dragoon even taking so much damage, almost getting killed. Very defensive and very nice gameplay here, as this SCV is also here into this position just to check exactly what his opponent is going to be doing. Sadly for Scan, he might, yes, he did lose it, but he also killed one of those probes, and we have here indeed the first harassment here by Scan. He's moving out with his dropship. He might get, no, he's not going to get noticed here by these Dragoons. Of course the Protoss doesn't yet know about this starship into this position, and let's just see exactly what he can do. He might snipe a probe or two, head straight for those probes. No, engineer. Oh, I know, I understand. He just placed some mines into this position, sniping those workers from the gas. So really great job here by him, as he's being chased by this shuttle. So a nice harassment here by the Terran, noting, showing us that Terrans are not only being made just to turtle up into their main, they can be very harassful, and he needs to be careful against these 2 Dragoons. His shuttle, his dropship actually might get sniped in here. So great micro here by Holy, really great job. However, Scan very lucky this time, making it out alive and even saving those vultures and this dropship. So another harassment might come out here by him, as we're slowly but steadily closing in at the 10-minute mark. Many more mines are being placed here around the map, and let's see what exactly is he building. Another dropship. Well, this time it's a race, interestingly enough. He might try to snipe some observers. Dropship has been repaired. Let's check his main. There's just 2 factories in here, so yeah, race is out. Perhaps he just wishes to move out on the map just to see exactly if there's another hidden expansion. There are no observers yet here for the Protoss. There is that observatory, but I don't see those observers yet out, so these Dragoons are a little bit exposed now. In comes that finally the first observer in here, so he really needs that just to check the map, just to see exactly where Scan has placed those mines. And a nice move out here by Scan, checking all of the proximity in here just to see exactly how many expansions does the Protoss have, and he's already at his 2nd expansion in here. Still Scan, however, with many more workers. He has 50 workers versus the 47 in here. Finally in comes that observer, but Scan playing it very defensively here, and once again preparing here a drop. Let's just see what exactly he can make. This could be a good position here for him. He might snipe a worker or 2. 51 workers now here for Holy. Let's just see exactly how many does he lose. Currently just 1. The second one, so really good harassment. 3 workers have been killed here by Scan. Really nice job, but of course Holy should be able to recover as fast as possible. Notice that also a lot of mining time has been denied here, so really good job here by Scan. Also forcing here Holy to leave some units back. So pretty good harassment, as he's also moving out here on the map, but this observer will of course see everything in here. Perhaps he's going to, yeah, there is that expansion. He's going to float it up here. I just still don't understand why he made this one race, perhaps just to fend off that shuttle gameplay here by Holy. So good reaction here by Scan with a turret, with a race. He would have of course killed any shuttle move out here by his opponent. Now his opponent slowly but steadily prepares here an army move out. Scan still on the defense, nice mines in here, and there is no observer yet. There is that observer here for Holy as he's going to move out here into this position, into this ramp, clearing this. So Scan, of course, Holy wishes to deny here this expansion here by Scan. So in comes his army. The speed lag has been upgraded for the zealots. So the zealots very important. Look at that splash damage here, killing all of those rays. Nice move in here by Holy, and once again he's going straight for those tanks, hitting so much splash damage. Even some SCV have to be pulled now. So Scan in a little bit of trouble in here. All of those dragoons are just going to deal so much damage in here, going for those rays. Finally, they also killing more and more rays, sorry, not rays, vultures. But in the end, Scan has to regroup in here, has to come back, has to repair those tanks, and he should be able to hold this off. Of course, Holy is going to retreat. He would have needed many more zealots. We saw that zealot attack on those rays, killing so many rays thanks to that mine. So sometimes the Protoss just allowing those zealots to move forward here just so that they can soak those mines into them, and then also dealing splash damage to the Terran forces. So really a risky gameplay here, of course, but it is much needed. Mines are very good in a defensive move, but you also have to out micro the Protoss zealots and so on. So once again, things are settling down. Scan has established here his expansion. He's at 60 workers versus the 55 here, and finally in comes the Protoss just to check here this proximity, just to clear those mines. And yeah, really good job here by him. Pretty soon there is Scan once again with his vultures in here, just to not allow here the Protoss to expand, just killing that one probe. And pretty soon I'm sure that the Protoss should go into an arbiter gameplay. There is a Templar Archives, there is his Stargate arm. Of course those arbiters are much needed just to cast those stasis traps. Perhaps this could have been a very good position to cast that stasis trap against all of those tanks. So taking all of those units out of the game is much needed here for the Protoss. At the same time, of course, you know that the Arbiter also makes all your units invisible underneath it, so really a much needed unit. And of course the same composition here for the Protoss against the Terran. Zealots in the front, backed up by those Dragoons, and we have a nice addition here with those High Templars. Of course, High Templars can also cast those Psionic Storms against those tanks. This is exactly why Scan is spreading here his tanks all over the place, and even leaving here his vultures just to lay as many mines as possible, just to obligate here the Protoss to go into more observers. So let's just check the upgrades a little bit. Just weapons 1 upgrade here for the Protoss. Let's just have a look at Scan, also 0 to 1, as things are still on a defensive here. Once again, the Protoss is trying to move out here, but Scan is prepared with those vultures. And yeah, let's have a look at the fall. One vulture has been killed in here, so really good job here by both players. Still a stalemate here by both players. Slowly but steadily we're closing in at a 15-minute mark, so let's just see exactly what is going to happen. Perhaps once again Scan is going to move out here. He needs to be careful against those Dragoons. He might get spotted in here, so yeah, that one Dragoon sees him, and can he make something happen? This would have been a good position to drop. Let's just see exactly the decision here from Scan. He sees that Arbiter Bay, so he's doing a multitasking here. He's attacking 2 locations, sees the Arbiter, so he knows what exactly is coming towards him. Going to snipe some probes in here. 53 probes, already dropping at 51. Nice mine placement here, so in case that Zealot will drop in here, so much splash damage can be dealt, and the Protoss already dropped here at 47 workers. So really good job here by Scan, doing a multitasking here. Nice reaction. Also denying all of this mining time in here for the Protoss. So exactly what a Terran should be doing. This mine could also kill so many probes in here in case a Zealot is going to fall into it. So yeah, now even a cannon is being added here by the Protoss just to stop this harassment. And slowly but steadily he's also moving out here on the map just to clear those mines in here. Scan still on the defense, still planting those mines, and we have a small engagement in here. However, all of those Dragoons are being surrounded. So much splash damage is being dealt with those mines. So Scan really doing a good job here, clearing off all of those dragoons. Micro is good by Holy, but yeah, look at that, Holy even killing so many vultures in here, so we see how strong dragoons are. However, there's once again a nice army move out here by Scan. With all of these vultures, he could place some mines into here. There is an observer here, but he's going to snipe perhaps so many workers in here and just leave, or just be killed actually, because all of those vultures won't make it out alive. However, look at that, the damage has been done, the economic damage has been done. 40 workers only now here for Holy, so great move out. It was all worth it here for Scan, losing those vultures, placing some mines. He didn't deal any splash damage in here, however, he did cause so much economic damage here towards his opponent, and of course a cannon has to follow up in here. Finally, we do have that arbiter. Are we going to see some recalls? That is the question in here. And look at that one hero zealot just dealing so much splash damage here against the Terran. So this is what I told you guys. One zealot, if they walk into these minefields, if they have the strength to make it here forward, they could deal so much splash damage. So zealots with legs, perhaps an upgrade for armor or shield. And look at even all of those tanks clumped up together. This is just a feast here for an arbiter, for example, or 2 arbiters just to place 2 stasis traps onto them, and giving of course the Protoss so much advantage in here. So yeah, let's have a look. Arbiter is online. He does have enough energy here for perhaps a stasis trap or 2. As Scan is slowly but steadily moving here out on the map. Let's just check once again those upgrades. This time 1 to 2 upgrades here for the Terran, and only 0 to 2 upgrades here for the Protoss. As Scan has finally seen this expansion here as well, but it's going to get of course cleared in here. Scan has also expanded here into this position, so worker wise he still has that advantage, but Holy can of course recover very fast, and we've seen how much damage one zealot can do against the Terran army if there are some mines being placed next to it. Now the Protoss army is a little bit split in here, and he regroups here in the middle of the map. There are some forces in here, so not all of his forces are clumped together. Perhaps he's just preparing here a recall. Let's just see exactly what his decision is going to be, as Scan has established here presence into the middle of the map. And this is actually a good engagement this time for Scan, as the Protoss doesn't have all of his units in here. His reinforcements are coming in from low, but there's so many vultures in here protecting all of those tanks. Finally some units do make it in here, so much action going on left and right. The Protoss tries a surround in here, so much splash damage being dealt by both players. Nice psionic storms, but in the end the position was just way too good here for Scan, as the reinforcements here for the Protoss were so late in here. So what a lucky move here for Scan, as he's still moving out here, and all of those dragoons are so much hurt. Finally in comes those zealots in here, so Scan has to retreat a little bit, but at the same time his reinforcements are also coming in here. Great psionic storm this time here for the Protoss, but there's just so much in here for Scan. He's actually at 50 more supply here against his opponent, and slowly but steadily he's moving here forward. So a great timing push here. I believe the Protoss was preparing a recall with that arbiter, but Scan with a great timing just not allowing that, and now he has such a good control here with these 2 streets, with those siege tanks in the back being sieged up. He's nicely splitting them around, and yeah, slowly but steadily he's going to move forward. Let's just see exactly. The Protoss is in some serious trouble in here, so much splash damage is going to be dealt. This arbiter might cast a stasis trap or 2. There's that stasis trap I was talking about, but just like that in comes those reinforcements here by Scan, and Holy of course knows that this game has been lost, given the fact that there's so much spread out here by Scan. Already he's at 186 supply, so that was a great move here by Scan. Just he caught HOLYNEMU here off guard. He was preparing a recall, but Scan just disturbing that, and at the same time sadly here for Holy, his army wasn't that together. His reinforcements were into this position, so this giving of course Scan the upper win in here. So yeah, the advantage in here. Really great job here by him. Let's just check those stats a little bit in case you guys are interested. Once again, I'm going to be clicking left and right for you guys. So here we go. A nice game here from 2020 it is. So a recent replay, not from 2001 or 2002 like we've seen on this channel. This time a recent replay. Great Terran versus Protoss once again. This time the Terran the victor, usually it's the Protoss, but this time Scan proving just way too strong here with a great timing push, catching here HOLYNEMU off guard, and this is of course the victory for him. So I hope you guys once again enjoyed. We'll be seeing each other in the next replay. This is Tommy signing out.